You've been lied to. Since the day you could walk, talk, and think, they've been whispering in your ear, molding you into a weak, obedient little pawn in their grand game. School, the media, your so-called role models, they've all been programming you to be a loser, and the worst part, you bought it. You ate it up like a starving dog begging for scraps at the master's table. You actually believed that if you just followed the rules, worked hard, got a degree, and played nice, you'd be successful. What a joke! You know what they really want? They want you broke. They want you weak. They want you depressed and hopeless. Why? Because a man who's got nothing going for him is easy to control. A man who wakes up every day, trudges to a job he hates, sits in traffic, gets home too exhausted to think, he doesn't cause problems, he doesn't ask questions, he just obeys. And that's exactly what they want. They built this whole system to keep you in line. Shut down, shut up. Do as you're told. They told you, just be a good boy, get good grades, and everything will work out. Bullshit. You ever seen a rich guy applying for a job? No, because real success comes from taking what's yours, not waiting for permission like some neutered lapdog. They put you in schools that teach you nothing about money, nothing about real power, nothing about what it takes to win in life, but they made damn sure you knew the Pythagorean theorem, didn't they? Laughable. You know what real education is? Learning how to escape the system. Look around you. How many people do you know who actually love their lives, who wake up excited to attack the day? Bet you can count them on one hand. Because most people are trapped, stuck in a loop, doing what they were programmed to do, exist, not live, and they don't even see the bars of their own cage. That should terrify you. And you know what's even worse? They don't want you to escape. Try telling your family you want to start a business instead of going to college. See what happens. Oh, that's risky. Risky? What's riskier, taking a chance on yourself or spending 40 years of your life working for someone else just to retire with a pension that barely covers rent? Wake up. Life isn't meant to be some slow, miserable march toward a retirement home. You're supposed to win, to be strong, powerful, and unstoppable. But they don't want that. They want you soft, weak, scrolling on your phone, consuming mindless bullshit, jerking off, eating garbage, watching Netflix, and staying broke as hell. Because a man with no money, no ambition, no drive, he's harmless. But let me tell you something. You were not born to be harmless. You were born to fight, to dominate, to take what's yours. You've got one life. One. And you're going to sit there and let them program you into losing? Into being a background character in your own damn story? Hell no. It's time to snap out of it. Question everything. Ask yourself, who benefits from you being weak? Who profits from you being broke? Who wins when you stay in your lane and never step out of line? They do. The elites, the billionaires, the corporations. They sit on their yachts laughing while you slave away for pennies. You need to reprogram yourself. You need to strip away every weak, pathetic belief they planted in your mind and replace it with the truth. The truth that you can win. That you're not destined to be average. That if you stop making excuses, stop blaming the system, and start taking action, you can have everything. And if you think, but Tate, it's hard, good, life is supposed to be hard. Only the strong survive. You think the lion wakes up and says, oh, I don't feel like hunting today. No, it gets up, hunts, kills. Because if it doesn't, it starves. You either hunt or you get hunted. That's life. And right now, you're not the lion. You're the damn sheep. And that should piss you off. And don't you dare say, but I don't know how to change. Yes, you do. You just don't want to. You don't want to suffer, to sacrifice, to push through discomfort. Because you're weak. But guess what? Weakness is a choice. And so is strength. So choose. You either wake up and start fighting for the life you deserve, or you stay exactly where you are. Broke, depressed, weak, wondering why nothing ever changes. The choice is yours. And Andrew Tate would tell you this straight to your face. Stop being a loser. Take control. Be the man you were meant to be. Or don't. Stay programmed, stay weak, but don't come crying when life chews you up and spits you out. Because I warn you, you're surrounded by losers. And if that sentence stings, good, because that means you already know it's true. Look at your friends, your family, the people you spend your time with. Are they winners? Are they pushing you to be better, to be stronger, to be richer? Or are they just as weak, as broke, as miserable as you are? See, nobody wants to admit it, but your environment is everything. You are not special. You are not immune. If you hang around 5 fat guys who eat pizza every day and never hit the gym, guess what? You're going to be number 6. If your friends are lazy, weak, constantly complaining about life, making excuses, talking about one day instead of taking action, that shit rubs off on you. You think success is just about hard work. No, it's about who you're around. If you spend time with millionaires, Their mindset infects you. Their standards, their discipline, their habits, you absorb it. The same way you absorb the loser mentality when you spend time with broke, weak, undisciplined men who do nothing but complain about why life isn't fair. And that's the real problem. You're too loyal to lawyers. You've got friends who drag you down and you keep them around out of some fake sense of loyalty. You don't want to outgrow them because then you'll feel bad. Grow the hell up. You think winners sit around worrying about hurting their broke friends' feelings? No, they win. And the people who can't keep up, they get left behind. That's just how life works. You ever seen a lion stop hunting because his prey's feelings might get hurt? Hell no. He eats or he dies. But you let weak people hold you back because you don't want to feel guilty for leveling up. Stop being so damn soft. Your friends don't want you to win. I promise you that. They see you grinding, they see you getting better, and deep down it makes them feel like shit. Because if you improve, they have no excuse. You are a reminder of what they could have been. And that's why they'll try to stop you. Oh, bro, why are you working so hard? Come chill. Oh, come on, one drink won't kill you. Oh, you think you're better than us now? Yes, I am. And if they don't like it, leave them behind. Because here's the truth. If they were real friends, they'd be leveling up with you. They'd be pushing you harder, not holding you back. Real friends don't let friends stay weak. But weak men surround themselves with other weak men because it's comfortable. Because if everybody's failing, it doesn't feel so bad. That's why broke guys sit around talking about how money isn't everything while rich men are out there getting more. That's why out of shape guys say the gym doesn't matter while disciplined men are out there carving themselves into warriors. Choose your circle wisely. If you want to be great, find great men to be around. Get in rooms where you're the smallest, the brokest, the least successful person there, because that's how you grow. Surround yourself with men who challenge you. If your circle doesn't make you feel like you need to work harder, you don't have a circle. You have a cage. If your friends aren't pushing you forward, they're holding you back. And if you keep them around out of loyalty, then you're the reason you're still listening. And Andrew Tate would tell you this straight to your face. Cut them off. Find winners. Surround yourself with excellence and become the man you were meant to be. Or stay where you are, drowning in mediocrity with your loser friends, wondering why nothing ever changes. Your choice. You are a slave, and the worst part, you don't even see the chains. They've wrapped them around your mind so tight you actually believe you're free. You wake up, go to work, pay your bills, scroll your phone, distract yourself with meaningless bullshit, and you think that's life. That's not living. They've built a world where you are nothing more than a cog in their machine. You exist to work, consume, obey, and die. That's it. They dangle distractions in front of you, sports, social media, video games, junk food, porn, so you stay entertained enough to never question your reality. You're not living, you're sleepwalking. And you know the worst part? You chose this. They didn't have to force you. They just gave you comfort and you fell for it. You traded your freedom for a steady paycheck, a mediocre life, a little bit of dopamine from your screen, and now you're stuck. You've built a prison for yourself and called it security. But here's the truth. Security is a lie. Your job? They can replace you in a week. Your paycheck? They tax it into the ground. The system? It was never built for you to win. It was built for you to stay in line, to follow orders, to never step out of place. You think school was education? It was training. Training you to be an employee. Training you to be obedient. Training you to accept a life where you wake up, go to work, come home tired, watch TV, and repeat until you die. What kind of life is that? A caged dog gets fed, but he's still a dog in a cage. That's you. They give you just enough money to survive, just enough entertainment to stay distracted, just enough comfort to keep you from revolting, and you settle. You tell yourself, well, at least I have a job, at least I have weekends off, at least I get a vacation once a year. Pathetic. You know what freedom is? Control. Control over your time, your money, your decisions, and right now you have none of it. You think you're in charge of your life? Prove it. Quit your job. Oh, wait, you can't? Exactly, because the second you stop working, your entire world collapses. That's not freedom. That's slavery. And here's where most people break. Because facing this truth is painful. It's easier to keep lying to yourself, to stay in your comfort zone, to keep pretending that everything's fine. But if you have even a single ounce of self-respect, you'll wake up. You need to escape. And escape doesn't mean quitting your job and hoping for the best. It means building real power. Money is power. Strength is power. Discipline is power. And you need all of it if you ever want to be truly free. That means you need to get your money right. Stop spending like a fool. Stop buying dumb shit. Stop wasting your income. Start investing in yourself. learn how to make money without being someone's employee. That means you need to get your body right. No more excuses. A weak body is a weak mind. You think men at the top are out of shape, eating trash, wasting away? No, they're disciplined. Discipline in the gym translates to discipline in life. That means you need to get your mind right. Stop letting them control you. Delete the garbage from your brain. Stop scrolling. Stop watching mindless bullshit. Stop letting them keep you distracted. Use your mind to build, not consume. You need to break free, and it's going to be hard. The system is designed to make sure you never escape, but the door is open. You just have to be strong enough to walk through it. And Andrew Tate will tell you straight, nobody is going to save you. Not the government, not your boss, not your parents. You save yourself, or you stay a slave. Choose wisely. Life doesn't owe you shit. And the sooner you get that through your head, the sooner you'll start actually winning. You walk around like you deserve success just because you exist? Pathetic. You think because you work hard at your little job, because you tried your best, that means you should be rich, respected, powerful? Wake up. The world doesn't care how hard you work. Results are all that matter. You get a trophy for effort. You get a trophy for winning. The guy who grinds the hardest in the gym but never fixes his diet, still fat. The guy who works 12 hours a day but doesn't learn high income skills, still broke. The guy who really loves a girl but doesn't become the kind of man she actually wants, still alone. Effort without strategy is just wasted energy. But you sit there complaining about why life isn't fair. Oh, but I've been working hard. Who cares? You're working hard at the wrong things. You're running on a treadmill thinking you're making progress. You're still in the same place. You see successful people and think they got lucky. No, they didn't. They played the game better than you. They understood that life is a war and they chose to fight while you chose to whine. And you know what's really tragic? You could have been great. But every single time life tested you, you chose comfort over growth. Every time you felt tired, you took a break. Every time something got difficult, you backed off. Every time you had a choice between doing what's easy and doing what's necessary, you failed. And now you're paying the price. Your bank account is empty. Your body is weak. Your mind is soft. And the worst part, it's all your fault. You did this to yourself. Every decision you made led you to this exact moment. But here's the good news. You can change it. You can rewrite your story, but you have to start now. Not tomorrow, not next week, right fucking now. You want money? Learn how to make it. Stop wasting time on shit that doesn't pay you. You want a strong body? Stop eating like a child and lift some damn weights. You want respect? Become a man worth respecting. Life rewards the strong and punishes the weak. It always has, and it always will. There is no escaping it. You either rise to the challenge or you get left behind with the rest of the nobodies. And Andrew Tate would tell you this with zero hesitation. Stop complaining and get to work. Because no one is coming to save you. Only you can save yourself. You think you're unique? Let me tell you something. You're not. And I know that stings, but it's the harsh truth. And the quicker you accept it, the quicker you can start actually changing. You've been sold a lie, a fairy tale that everyone's special in their own little way. News flash. You're not special. The world doesn't give a damn about your feelings, your excuses, your dreams. It doesn't care about your hardships, your sob stories, your failed attempts. All it cares about is results. You think because you feel like you're trying your best, you're automatically entitled to a good life? Hell no. No one cares about effort unless it leads to success. You think the lion in the jungle gets sympathy for trying to catch its prey but failing? No. The lion either eats or it starves. There is no trying in the real world. There's winning or losing. You see, you've spent too much time hiding behind your hard work. You convinced yourself that working a 9-to-5 job, coming home to watch Netflix and getting a little sleep here and there is enough to get by, but it's not. You're living like a hamster on a wheel, running, and getting absolutely nowhere. But you're like, no, I'm different, I'm special, I have potential. No, you don't. Not until you prove it. And that's the ugly truth. You're only as special as the work you put in. And guess what? The reality is that the majority of people around you are not special either, because they're all doing the same shit you're doing. Existing, surviving, but doing nothing that matters. They're content, they're comfortable, and they're weak. You see those rich people, those successful people, the ones you're constantly jealous of? They're not special either. They just acted while you procrastinated. They made the right choices when you made excuses. They worked when you rested. They took risks when you played it safe. They outworked you. If you want to be special, you need to start doing what others won't. You need to make hard decisions. You need to take uncomfortable action. You need to take risks when others are too scared. And most importantly, you need to change everything about yourself. Because let's face it, if you don't change, you're going to be exactly the same person you were 5 years ago. The same boring, pathetic, whining person who never got anywhere. 5 years from now, you'll still be in the same damn job, with the same amount of money, the same body, the same empty life. And the only thing that will have changed is the amount of regrets you have. But you say, Andrew, I'm not like them. I want more. I want to break through. Do you really? Or are you just talking a big game while secretly making excuses? Are you ready to do the work it takes to become the man who actually does something with his life? Or are you just comfortable in your delusions, thinking that things are going to magically change for you without you having to put in the effort? The truth hurts. But it's the only way to wake you up from this fog you've been living in. You want to be different? Act different. You want to be successful? Then work like you're not. You want to live a life that others only dream of? Then put in the hours and sacrifice that no one else is willing to do. You are not special, and neither am I. But the difference between you and me is that I'm willing to outwork you. And Andrew Tate would tell you this with a straight face. Stop making excuses. The only thing that's going to make you special is results. If you don't start today, you will never get there. It's time to stop dreaming and start doing. Get to work or stay in the same miserable hole you're in. You're the one holding yourself back. So it's time to make a choice. Be average or be extraordinary. Are you ready to hear the harsh truths? Most of you have no idea what the hell you're doing. You're wandering through life with no real direction, no real purpose. You're on autopilot, doing the same shit every single day, pretending like things will magically get better. Things won't get better unless you make them better. You have to take control. What's the point of all this hard work you claim to be doing if it's not leading anywhere? You wake up every morning, drag yourself to your job, deal with your boss, pretend to care, get home, sit in front of the TV or scroll through your phone for hours, and then go to bed to do it all over again. And you wonder why you're not happy. You wonder why you're not successful. You wonder why you feel like you're stuck in a rut, watching everyone else pass you by, getting further ahead while you stand still. You're not building anything. You're not building your body, your wealth, your mind, your business, nothing. You're not even building your character. You're playing the same game every single day, thinking that if you keep doing it, one day things will change. It won't. It doesn't work like that. This world rewards people who take action, who move, who hustle, who push through the pain. You think the greats got to where they are by just showing up? Hell no. They worked when everyone else slept. They sacrificed when everyone else partied. They did what others were too soft to do. Now, some of you will listen to this and get mad. You'll say, well, I'm trying my best, Andrew. Good. Keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that while your competition is out there actually getting shit done. Being busy doesn't mean you're moving forward. Let's break it down. Now, what are you really building? Are you working towards something? Are you just floating around, drifting aimlessly through life, hoping things will fall into place? They won't. Your life isn't a movie. No one's going to come and rescue you from your mediocrity. If you want to build something real, you have to create it yourself. And it takes more than just trying. It takes discipline. It takes discomfort. It takes doing the things you don't want to do. Look at the guys at the top. They're not sitting there whining about how tough their lives are. They're not whining about their past. They're not looking for handouts. They're doing the work. They're getting better every damn day. And so can you. You've been sold a lie that success comes from being lucky or waiting for the right moment. That's bullshit. You're waiting for some magical moment when the universe hands you a golden ticket. It's never going to happen. You have to create your own opportunities. You need to stop relying on others to give you what you think you deserve. Stop waiting for your boss to recognize your efforts. Stop waiting for the right time to start working on your dreams. Start now or you will never start. Every second you waste thinking you're stuck or complaining about your situation is another second that you'll never get back. Do you think people at the top are sitting around complaining about how hard things are? No, they're pushing through the hard times. They're stacking hours, stacking results, stacking wins. And guess what? It compounds. You want results? You get them by staying consistent. It's not some magic formula. It's hard work and it's every damn day. What are you doing every day to get closer to your goals? Are you focused? Are you grinding? Or are you just waiting for some miracle to happen, hoping that things will work out? They won't. Nothing happens by accident. No one will make your dreams come true. You have to do it. It's time for you to stop lying to yourself. It's time for you to stop pretending that you're working hard when all you're doing is distracting yourself with social media, video games, and mindless scrolling. You're wasting your energy on bullshit and then you wonder why you feel like shit. Wake up. What are you really building? Are you building a better life a better business, a better you, or are you just going through the motions hoping it will all work out somehow? It won't. The only thing that's going to make it better is you. And the only way to make that happen is by doing the work. Stop fooling yourself. The clock is ticking, and if you don't start building today, you're going to look back 5 years from now and realize that all you've done is waste time. You think you have all the time in the world. You don't. Every moment you waste is a moment you'll never get back. So get off your ass and start building something real. Build your wealth, build your body, build your mind, build your business. Start building now. And listen, if you think you're just going to get there by wishing for it or hoping for it, you're in for a rude awakening. You don't get to the top by being nice or comfortable. You get there by grinding, by working when no one's watching, by doing the things that make everyone else quit. Stop wasting time. Listen up, you think you can just float through life? Let me make one thing perfectly clear. You can't. If you're walking around thinking everything will work itself out and that some fairy tale ending will come knocking on your door, you're in for the biggest shock of your life. Wake up! The world isn't here to hand you success on a silver platter just because you feel like you deserve it. That's not how life works. Life isn't a goddamn charity and you're not entitled to anything. You're not going to just be handed what you want, so why are you sitting there acting like you are? You wake up late, you eat like shit, you waste your time on meaningless distractions, and then you get upset when life doesn't reward you. Use it doesn't work that way. You think success is just going to fall into your lap? Hell no. Success doesn't knock on your door. You have to kick the door down and take what you want. But you're not doing that, are you? No, you're too busy waiting for the universe to align for you. That's bullshit. The universe doesn't owe you a damn thing. You have to earn it. And you're sitting there waiting, wasting time, thinking the stars will magically align if you just wish hard enough. You're a fool. If you're not actively working to make things happen, then guess what? You're getting left behind. And it's not just going to be a small loss. No, this is life we're talking about. You'll be left in the dust, watching other people take what could have been yours. They'll be living their dreams, and you'll be sitting there, kicking yourself, wondering what the hell happened. Do you want to know what the difference is between successful people and everyone else? It's simple. They understand that life doesn't owe them anything. They don't wait for the perfect moment or for things to fall into place. They make things happen. They grab life by the balls and go after what they want. They don't care if it's hard. They don't care if it's uncomfortable. They don't care if it means they have to sacrifice. They do it anyway. And you're too comfortable. You want success, but you're not willing to put in the work. You want that dream life, but you're still too scared to take the necessary risks. You're not grinding every day. You're not pushing your limits. You're not putting in the work when no one is watching, when no one is cheering you on. You're doing what's easy because, let's face it, you like comfort. And guess what? Comfort is the killer of success. You want to know why you're stuck in the same place? Because you're too busy avoiding discomfort. You're running away from the hard stuff. You're trying to escape anything that feels like pain, anything that feels too challenging. That's why you're not winning. The winners, the real winners, the ones who achieve greatness, are the ones who embrace discomfort. They know that pain and struggle are the price you pay to level up. They don't avoid it. They dive headfirst into it. Life is like a battlefield, and you're sitting on the sidelines hoping that someone will just hand you the victory. That's not how it works. You have to step into the arena, get your hands dirty, and fight for it. Fight for your goals. Fight for your dreams. Fight for your future. You have to push yourself past your comfort zone every single day. If you don't, then you're going to be left behind. And let me tell you, no one's going to care. You can keep pretending that everything will magically come together, but it won't. You can keep pretending that luck is going to strike and that your big break is just around the corner, but it won't happen unless you make it happen. You need to start fighting for your life, for your success, for your future. And don't come at me with excuses. I don't want to hear about how it's too hard or too late or you don't know where to start. That's just you being lazy and trying to justify your lack of effort. You think success is easy? You think it's handed to you because you're a nice guy? No! Success is for the people who are willing to blood, sweat, and tears for it. If you're not willing to put in the work, then you'll never see the rewards. Simple as that. So here's the cold truth. If you're not willing to work harder than the next guy, if you're not willing to push yourself further, if you're not willing to sacrifice for what you want, then you're never going to get it. You're just going to keep sitting there watching everyone else move forward while you stay stagnant. You want success? Then go out and get it. Stop waiting for the universe to deliver it to you. Go take it. Fight for it. Work your ass off every day, even when it hurts, even when you're tired, even when everyone else is giving up. If you want it bad enough, you'll find a way. If you don't, well, you'll find an excuse. The choice is yours. Now stop sitting around waiting for things to change. Change it yourself. You're a joke if you think life is going to hand you anything. Wake up. You sit there in your comfortable little bubble complaining about the life you have. You scroll on your phone, binge watch Netflix, drown yourself in distractions, and then wonder why you're stuck. You're looking for a magic pill to make it all better. Newsflash, it doesn't work that way. Life doesn't give a damn about your excuses. It doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care that you're tired or that things are hard. Life is hard for everyone. But that's the thing. Some people rise above it and others stay stuck, paralyzed by their own fears and laziness. So which one are you? Look at the people you admire, those who are winning, the ones who've achieved success. Do you think they got there by sitting on their asses? Do you think they waited for someone to come along and hand them a shortcut? No! They put in the work when no one was watching. They sacrificed when everyone else was partying. They ignored the distractions and focused on their goal. They made it happen. But you, what are you doing? You're too scared to make the jump. You're too afraid to get uncomfortable. You're too soft to get out of your little bubble. Guess what? That's why you're stuck. You're sitting in your own mess, complaining, blaming the world, blaming others, blaming everything except yourself. It's easier to point fingers than to look in the mirror and realize that you are the problem. You're the one standing in your own way. Not your job, not your boss, not your circumstances. It's you. You're the one letting fear and doubt rule your life. You're the one getting in your own head. Everyone has problems. Some people use them as excuses, others use them as fuel to push harder. Which one do you want to be? Here's the thing, if you're not willing to fight for what you want, then just sit back and accept your fate. But if you want to take control of your life, if you want to take that first step toward greatness, you better stop making excuses. Life is not going to cut you a break. It's not going to be nice. You're going to have to work for it. So what do you want? Do you want to keep making excuses for why things aren't happening? Or do you want to stop feeling sorry for yourself and get out there and take what's yours? You can keep crying about your problems and blaming the world for your failures, or you can realize that you're the only person who can change your life. And when you take responsibility for your own actions, you stop being a victim, you stop being weak, you stop being a slave to your emotions. You stop waiting for things to get better on their own, you start taking control. Success isn't easy. It's not something that just falls into your lap. You have to be willing to do the things others are too lazy to do. You have to be willing to put in the time to push through when everyone else quits. When the world tells you no, you say, watch me. When everyone is partying, you're working. When everyone is comfortable, you're making sacrifices. When everyone is giving up, you're still going. You keep going, no matter what. What do you think is going to happen if you do nothing? Absolutely nothing. You'll still be sitting in the same place, wishing your life was different, wishing you had the things you want. But here's the catch. Wishing won't make a damn thing happen. It's like hoping to win the lottery, but not buying a ticket. It's ridiculous. Stop wishing and start acting. You have everything you need to succeed right now. The only thing standing between you and success is you. So let's cut the excuses. Stop pretending like the world owes you something. The world doesn't owe you a damn thing. You owe it to yourself to take action, to stop sitting around waiting for someone else to fix your problems, because guess what? No one's coming. No one's going to fix it for you. You have to fix it yourself. So here's the harsh truth. Your dreams won't come true unless you go after them. Your life won't change unless you change it. You can sit around all you want waiting for things to magically improve, but it won't happen. You have to make it happen. It's not going to be easy. It's going to hurt. It's going to require discipline, sacrifice, and a level of determination that you've never had before. But that's what it takes. There's no shortcut. There's no easy way out. You're either all in or you're not in at all. So what's it going to be? Are you going to sit there complaining, or are you going to take charge and start living the life you've always dreamed of? The choice is yours. If you don't make the right one, don't be mad when your life passes you by.